Hey kids, Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Here I am out and about in the gorgeous Chilterns. It's a lovely day. It's at 21 degrees, middle of September. Forecast is quite good for the remainder of this week. So I thought I'd get out on the bike while I can, because summer is pretty much over now, unfortunately. But you do get sometimes these lovely autumnal type days. So definitely want to come out on the bike. I haven't got anything in particular in mind, but just thought I'd come and do some of my favourite lunchtime ride routes and just show you a couple of the roads that I do if I've got a spare half an hour at lunchtime and can just come and blow the cobwebs away, as it were. We're in the village at the moment of Little Kimble, and this particular road, not sure what the classification is, often busy unfortunately, so you do tend to get, you can get stuck behind trucks or whatever, and there's these double white lines preventing you overtaking. But there are one or two opportunities to overtake. But this particular road is just a nice sweepy scenic road through the Chilterns. It goes sort of this way through Princes Risborough and then on and up into, it ends up in West Wycombe. So it's sort of a, I don't know, 10-15 mile loop. So not sure if I'm going to do all that today, but this is the first part of it, and then we're just coming into the edge of, well, this is Monks Risborough, which leads to Princes Risborough then. But while I'm here, I will show you something that's famous from a motorsport point of view, because just up here, in a mile or two's time, it's something called Kop Hill, and that's where they have each year now something called the Kop Hill climb, and that's because it celebrates what used to be the original Kop Hill climb, which was part of the, believe it or not, Formula 1 circuit. Back in the 1920s, they had Formula 1, obviously not as we know it, or motor racing, but it was a lot of these circuits are actually parts of public roads, and this was one that was on that, believe it or not. Anyway, it's basically just a big hill out of Princes Risborough. In fact, I'm just about to pass a sign here advertising the event, which is this weekend coming. I'll just show you that. Don't know if you can see it on the camera. There we go, Kop Hill climb. So yeah, looking forward to going to that at the weekend, but thought while I'm out this way I might as well just show you the hill itself. That's assuming I can get onto it and it's not closed already. So stay around, stay tuned, and let's go and have a look at Kop Hill. Okay, so I've just come through Princes Risborough now, and coming up this bit of a climb, just before I get to Kop Hill, which is up here on the left. So they may well already be setting up the stuff for the weekend, I'm not sure. I think they only actually close the road on the days of the climb itself, which is Saturday and Sunday. Let's go and have a look. Where that Land Rover's coming out is Kop Hill. Never believed that this was actually famous. Here we go. Okay, not too much evidence yet, just starting to clear the car parks. Let's get a decent gear. And this is the hill. Hard to believe that this was once part of the Formula 1 World Circuit, isn't it? By the way, if you've never been to a hill climb before, this is a great little event. It's been running for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. It gets better every year. It's quite cheap to get in. It's just a little local event, but they have all sorts of cars, mostly vintage, but a few modern ones as well, and it's well worth the trip out if you're in the area. Coming to the top of the hill now. That's it. That's the Kop Hill climb. Okay, so that's the first road that I want to show you on the trip out today. Wow, this looks pretty steep. Probably doesn't look very steep on the camera, but it's a 1 in 7, and there's a bit of loose stuff on the road, so I'm not going to go herring down here. Man, it's getting steep. Actually, I've not used these GoPro cameras in low light much before, so I'm interested to see how this comes out. One day I must do a video on the bike at night and see how they cope with that. Okay, this just pops us back in Princes Risborough again. So I can head up back to my that favourite road I was telling you about that takes you from here into West Wycombe. Let's just hope there's not too many cars on it today. Okay, this is the little town of Princes Risborough itself. Not too much to say about it. Not a lot goes on here. Sleepy little Chiltern place. A few shops and a swimming pool. That's about it. Very pleasant. So this is where the road starts to get a bit better. Unfortunately it's a 50-mile-an-hour limit here, which does spoil it fun a little bit, but it's nice, nice road surface, nice and sweepy. Sport at this time of day, I'm out at the entirely the wrong time of day by just the number of other cars. I keep meaning to come out early in the morning and give it a bit of a blat, and there's not so much traffic about. Interesting weather today, looking across the ridge there. Don't know if you can see it on this camera, probably not, but really quite hazy. Definitely autumnal overtones. Right, we've got some free roads now, no traffic. What a treat. Okay, slow down now through this village. Hello sir. An order, that's what we like to see. So this technically the village or town I'm in, well it's a village, I think it's Saunderton, that's where I am now. Unfortunately I don't know the road number, but there we go, it's Saunderton. This lovely smooth road, this is just what this bike is made for. Beautiful. Oh, here come the potholes, knew it wouldn't last. Decreasing speed limits again, so let's start to slow down to come through here. Actually, touch wood, so far been unbelievably lucky with the traffic. It's usually a lot busier than this along here, so it's a stroke of luck. Next bit is a favourite of mine, I don't know why. Just this building here, which is now some sort of charity centre. I just think it reminds me of like an old 1960s sweet factory or something, I don't know why. Anyway, this next stretch of the road is my favourite. Motorcycling is all about. Okay, and back into 50-mile-an-hour limit again. Just a form of fun. Nice pub. So you may be looking at this video and thinking, what's he on about, that being a nice road? The fact is, in the southeast of England there just aren't that many really nice roads, and this one with the nice scenery, relatively smooth road surface when it's not potholy, and the sort of sweeping bends and curves, is one of the few that actually is nice in my area. So yeah, okay, I appreciate, okay, slow down a bit, I appreciate it's not the Lake District or the Peak District or Scotland or somewhere more exotic, but if you're in the High Wycombe area that's about as good as it gets. But very enjoyable for a lunchtime blast anyway. So that's that. Got a few more videos planned, both on this bike and also back on the big Beamer. Got a few projects lined up as well that I want to show you, so do keep watching the channel. Thanks very much for all your comments, enjoy receiving them, try to reply to them all. It's always great to hear from people, and if you're not subscribed already, please do so below in the usual manner. Okay, so that's about it for me for now. Until next time, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.